Hello and welcome back to Society Case Files. Today I wanted to do a pretty quick video, and this time it's going to be about my Stormbringer subscription box. I've talked about this before. I've built some of the things on the channel, but something really cool happened that I just had to bring up because so often we complain about bad service and the struggles that we have dealing with random companies and how they just don't give a crap about problems or mistakes. And sometimes they go above and beyond and they completely surprise us. And that happened to me very recently. So I wanted to build a specific model, and so I decided to check and see if I already had him. He was a Stormcast Eternal. It's the Gaddis Steel Soul character who can basically play Curse City by himself. And I was just about to buy him online when I thought, I better check because I've got so much Stormcast Eternal stuff. Maybe he's in the Stormbringer box. And sure enough, he was. But that's not the real point of this story. What did happen was as I was looking through the various things that could come with it, you get quite a bit with Stormbringer. You get a grand total of 80 magazines, and in those are models, paints, tools, terrain, all kinds of stuff. So when I went to look for Gaddis online, I figured out which one he was in, and I came out to look for him. And as I was flipping through that long list, I noticed that there was some pretty cool terrain that it turns out it was fairly rare. At least it was hard to find online. And so I wanted to find that as well and build it. So as I started to look, there was 4 that I could not find, 4 of my magazines that were just missing. And now I haven't moved, and we don't have that much space. So losing things is almost impossible. There's only so many places things can go. We checked the basement. We tore that apart. We tore our shed apart. We took everything apart, and they were simply not here. So I honestly believe we never got them. Now, the thing that sucked most about this is that those 4 magazines also came with my premium model. Now I'm paying extra to get 2 premium sets and some other goodies. One of them is this big beast dude that I do have. And the other one is what came in this set that was missing. So that really sucked. And in this case, the premium set was a dragon that sells for like $130. So an awesome deal, and kind of part of the point of buying the set in the first place, to get those really cool premium models. It even gets worse. This was like 15, 16, 17, and 18, and I supposedly got them back in freaking May. So I reached out to them and I said, look, I didn't even notice I didn't get them. I checked. I did receive every other one, and I'm up to 50, but I didn't get that one. And because it came with the premium model, because it came with the battle mat, and because of the models in those, I would love to pay for it again if that's at all possible. And instead of making me pay, they just sent it out. And then they said, it's going to take 14 days. But in actuality, I got it in like 4. So on top of everything, I ended up getting all 4 of the magazines again, because, they did send them. They must have been lost by UPS or in the mail, or maybe they were even stolen off the porch. I don't know. But I did get them, and they're here now. So one of them I was very excited about. It's 3 Stormcast Praetors, which is really cool. And then we got these, the Cunnin crew. Now this one I did not need, and in fact I will be selling this because I've already got a version of these guys that came with the Warhammer Underworld set. So I'll be passing this particular one along. We got 2 paints that we use a lot. Agrax Earthshade and Abaddon Black. And then finally, as far as the magazines are concerned, we got this Primal Layer pack, and it's got 4 really cool pieces of terrain. Actually, my apologies. It comes with 6 pieces of terrain. So very cool. I found this on eBay. So, when I started to think that maybe they weren't going to hook me up, and rightly so, I started pricing out the things that I missed out on. Now, of course, I wasn't going to buy the Cunnin crew again, but that terrain was on eBay, and it was actually fairly expensive. And the Praetors, fairly expensive. And, of course, the premium model, the Dragon, was $130. He comes in this, and it's not like getting it elsewhere. You actually get this cool bit that goes in your 3-ring binder that comes with the whole set. Has some rules on it. Now, unfortunately, most of these rules are useless now because all of this came out before the new edition of Age of Sigmar. But the character in here is the Krondys, son of Dracothian. And as you can see, it's not a small model. Huge, huge base. And really great sprues. Lots of sprues. I mean, it's a hefty model that I pretty much got for $17 because I elevated the price of the overall subscription. So normally they're $14. I spent $17. And at the end, I get 2 of these premium models and, everything else that comes with it. Now, the interesting thing is that if you look online, you can find that buying the subscription set actually does save you quite a bit of money. It's 50% off buying all of this stuff. Now, of course, you don't need all of it unless you plan on playing Oryx or some of these other things. It comes with a couple war bands for Underworlds, lots of Stormcast Eternals. So if you're not going to play any of those, it is kind of pointless. But if you're new to the hobby and you just want to start getting into it, this does drip feed you quite a bit. You get 4 at a time. And there's tons to do with it. So if you spend the time between getting one and the next, building all the stuff that you would receive, then you'd really keep pace. It also has painting tutorials. And again, it comes with several of the tools. It's actually kind of funny because in issue number 50, we were just about to buy a texture applying tool, and it came in that set. I didn't know that yet because I didn't find the site that showed everything that it came with. But anyway, I'm a huge fan of the Stormbringer subscription box. The Combat Patrol for 40K is actually available in sort of a beta period. I'm not in it, but it does look like that will actually have quite a bit to offer as well. I think that at the end of that one, you have multiple full Combat Patrols that are playable. So pretty sweet. In this one, you're going to have so many Stormcast Eternals and Oryx, you won't know what to do with them. Combine this with my Spearhead, and I can probably field a 20,000 point Stormcast army. I'm dramatically exaggerating, of course, but in any event, you do get plenty of models for your money. All around, again, Stormbringer, I would definitely look into it if you're interested in getting a ton of crazy models. Sometimes be surprised if you don't look online like I did, and you open it up, you get to have a moment of, oh, wow, that's really cool. Unfortunately, because I was looking for one, I do now know everything that's coming for the next 30, but that's okay. They're all really neat, and I'm very excited about them. So anyway, have you tried a subscription box with Warhammer? Have you tried any of these? Do you have Stormbringer? Are you looking forward to the Combat Patrol one? Let me know in the comments below. And if you like this kind of content and you want to see more, please subscribe to the channel. Otherwise, this is Robert from Society Case Files, signing off.